feeding frenzy in the morning. These babies have all feathered out practically. The white ones are a little fluffy still. And while I was away visiting family for the weekend, Ryan did put the little rescue quail out here, and I honestly can't tell which one it is. The feathers and the attitude and everything. It must be doing so good that we can't even tell it apart from the others, which is such a miracle, and I'm so grateful that it survived. Autumn, what are you doing? Are you eating moss off of a tree trunk? You silly. Does it taste good? You like it? I wonder if it's got some type of mineral that she needs. Some type of nutrient. Smart baby girl. So I just spent the most amazing, quick one day of my life with my whole family, meaning all of my siblings and nieces and nephews. For the first time in 20 years, we were all together, all of us, except for my children. But I was with all of my nieces and nephews and sisters and brother, which was truly magical and amazing. So I'm feeling a little exhausted, but a little pumped up at the same time, because I'm pumped up from the joy of it all, but I'm also tired from the fun and exciting and quick trip. I was really lucky that this was able to happen. My family made this happen, and I'm very grateful for that. Now it's time to get back to the grind. Back to farming. You know, I just realized it's only been 2 days that I didn't milk, but it feels like it's been longer. I feel like I've been gone for like 3 or 4 days. It's a short visit. So, Autumn gets to have as much breakfast as she wants. So she gets her bottle when she first wakes up. And then she comes out here and she gets to drink as much as she wants from Kitty. And then we milk whatever's left, which is not much, out of Kitty. And whoever else we can squeeze some milk out of for her dinner bottle. And then her bedtime bottle and breakfast bottle, or first when she wakes up bottles, those are from some milk that I had frozen previously in the year, which I'm really glad I did, because we are at the point now where the bottle baby is taking all the milk. We didn't know we were gonna have to have enough milk for a bottle baby, so we were not planning on this. But we are so grateful that we have enough stored away for now. But we're running low, and I'm now contacting some of my goat friends and seeing if we can get some more goat milk for this little girl, so that we will be able to share with her. Liam, what are you doing?
I'm feeding the goat.
Oh, you've been gathering some pine that fell off the trees in the wind?
Yeah.
And you're feeding that to the goats. You're a nice boy. Liam insisted on coming out to help milk today, even though he was wearing his pajamas still. What is it, Autumn? Go play with the goats. You always want mommy. Yeah, you do. Oh, Rosemary. Looking shiny and fat. Look at that belly, y'all. Like, yeah, there's more than likely got some kids in there. Hopefully more than one. Yay, Liam, you got Fancy Girl to come out. You're pretty incredible. Fancy Girl never listens. Fancy Girl's my stubborn favorite child. She's definitely spoiled rotten. Autumn, did you just hear me say favorite child to somebody else? Block your ears next time I say that. If all goes as planned, Rocky and who else? Curry and Cream and Chaos and Perky. Perky, who's getting buried by the girls. Perky, where are you? There he is. There's my Perkoonist. Those ones hopefully are going to their new home tomorrow. We will see. I never count my chickens before they hatch, so I never believe that a sale is final until the animals are picked up. So that is our herd reduction for now, and then Luna, we're working on a trade offer for her, so that should be relatively soon as well. It is the hardest decision ever, but I know it's what's right for my herd, and I know that they're going to a good home, and that makes me really happy. So now I just gotta find homes for the two boys when they wean. Little Harvest and Cornucopia. They will be leaving the farm as well. So that'll bring us down to 20 goats instead of 28. So that's the number I like to keep it at. We might do some other herd improvements in the future, so I like to have the space available. 20 to 30 is our comfortable range. 20 being a good target, but you know, when you have a lot of kids, it's inevitable to end up with more than 20. But once I see what these first fresheners do and decide whether they stay or go, that'll be, you know, important in our herd decisions moving forward. My target for profit was always to have 10 goats in milk at once for making money. With my health changes, I'm a little afraid to bite off that much all at once. So I'm gonna see how it goes, and if I have to dry somebody off or just not milk them, that's fine too. I'm okay with that. I feel like we're at a sustainable level for our own food production to have enough milk for our family, and we're not overextending ourselves with this many goats. It's close sometimes. There are times when it feels like it's a little bit tighter than it should be, but most of the time we're right at that level of being able to sustain our family. And I think about the cost of milk and cheese and yogurt, and if I factor that in, we're probably very sustainable. I need to do some budget spreadsheets and figure it out on paper, because honestly, I really don't have a clear picture of what's coming in versus what's going out. I know what we spend on feed and everything, but all the little things I don't add up, you know, whether it's herbs or meds or copper or salts and minerals. Those things can add up over time, and I don't have a clear schedule of them. I do know what my feed is, and I know what my feed cost is, and I know that that's going to be reduced as soon as we get rid of these 8, and we're going to be, you know, oh, okay, this is more like it, comfortable range. Sweat weather has not been good for parasites. I've had a couple of goats that have had some diarrhea that we've been treating with extra herbs and getting that cleared up so that the parasite load doesn't become detrimental to their bodies. If the herbs don't work, we will resort to chemicals. We are not completely canceling that out of our parasite plan, ever. In fact, we've had a couple that we've had to do that with because they came from chemical herds. Their bodies were not as well adjusted to the herbs, I guess, or maybe they weren't eating them as well as I thought they were. For whatever reason, we've had to use some chemical treatments on our herd. We do 99% chemical free with all the herbs working great. But then there's those few, and the conditions have been really bad for parasites. It's not a good parasite season for anybody. I think most of the country has been fighting that with the amount of rain everybody's been getting. So when I see somebody who's suffering and the herbs are not resolving it, I move on to chemicals after that. And I don't like it, and I try not to. But I also know that I can't let anything happen to one of my babies. I love these goats with all my heart, and I'm gonna do anything to make sure that they're healthy. The chickens look like they have finished up their molt, which is really good, but nobody's laying yet. They might just not lay through the winter. That is often what happens. That's why I usually hatch out a batch every spring, because spring babies tend to lay through the winter without a molt. These are my spring babies, and nobody's laying. You see how pale their combs are? So I can tell right off that they're not. So that's too bad. Maybe if we had hatched them a little earlier in the spring, we would have gotten more eggs. They were really, hadn't even begun laying when the daylights changed and it became shorter daylight hours, and that really affects the production of the eggs. You guys look happy too. All of them are looking really good right now. But you want me to talk about you too? I heard you. Yeah. I heard you asking, why haven't you taken a video of me? Oh yes, we know. We know, Sheriff. We know you're the boss of the barnyard. Our only bantam, little Roo. He's our little rescue Roo. We love him. And he's okay. He can stick around. Unless somebody with bantams wants him, then they can have him. I don't know anybody with bantams around here.
But should he get
But
out?
no, he can't get out. He likes hanging out with his ladies. So funny, this little patch of goldenrod was cut down or eaten down. I'm not sure which. Ryan swears he didn't hit it with a weed whacker, but I don't know that the goats could have damaged it the way they did, the way it was. But look at it, it's blooming. Blooming goldenrod in late November? That's odd. I should take some of it and make some tea. These peppers we cut down before the cold came have really, really finished ripening here in the barn.
2 and 1 eat 7.
How many?
I don't know how many.
It looks like it's a good close to 3 inches. That is a lot of rain. How about you pour it out? Pull it up and pour it out, and we can measure the next time it rains. Thank you. I don't know how long that was accumulated for, but I know it hasn't been that long. Need help pushing it in?
Yeah.
All right. Me and my little helper are gonna go in, have some lunch, while Autumn enjoys the day with her goat herd. It's really warming up out here. I'm like, this feels almost balmy after being in Massachusetts where it was quite a few degrees cooler than this. I'm really glad that I got the opportunity to spend some time with my family. Even though it was a short period of time, it was perfect. It was just wonderful to hug them all and love on them. It's not something I get to do very often living so far away. So, what a blessing. Just hug your family today, every chance you get. Please remember that we have an Amazon affiliate link in Amazon storefront with all of our favorite products listed. If you use our Amazon affiliate link for all of your holiday shopping, your Black Friday shopping, all of that stuff, we would really appreciate it because it's gonna help our family a lot, and it doesn't change the prices for you, but we get just a small kickback from it, and it really makes a difference. Every purchase counts. So if you can help us out that way, there's an Amazon affiliate link in the description. There's also a link to our storefront and some of our other interesting things. So make sure you check out all those links. Thank you for watching. You know the drill. We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.